But no, we definitely appreciate you coming in. And, I want to just kind of reiterate what I said when a couple of the people from your community came in. I really appreciate the respect that your community has shown on a lot of the tweets that, I've been active on. We see in a lot of cases like this, where people come and they shill, but then they criticize the other projects and stuff. And the people in your community that have come in and shilled and things like that, they've been really respectful. So I do want to just shout that out because that is a refreshing change in this community. So I want to give them credit. And I'm not going to be the only one to ask you some questions, but there are a few questions that I do know that some people have. We do appreciate you coming up. Like I said, we don't want to make this into where we're bashing, Moon, but
Yeah.
questions.
Hank, welcome to the show, buddy. Tell us about the CTO. What are you guys up to over there? Your community was telling me a lot of exciting stuff's coming soon. What do we got?
Yeah, we so it started somebody messaged me on Telegram and on Twitter and said, "Yo, what's your Solana address? I did a Safemoon CTO. I'm going to send you tokens." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Because it was like a fad. I thought it was going to die out in a week. But people kept getting sent like 50% supplies or whatever. I figured it would go to like 100K market cap and they'd rug me, and that was it. It didn't. It exploded to like 100 mil in like 2 hours or something crazy, and then back up to 100 after the first dip, or whatever it was, 80 mil, whatever it was. But it was a decent runner, and obviously I didn't know who the team was, and they fucked off and sold whatever tokens they had. But I had the 50%, and I was not going to sell on everybody. I don't need the money. Wasn't worth ruining my reputation over. And when I looked at my wallet after they had sent it to me, me, going along with the joke, it was worth like $11 million in my Phantom. And I was like, well, um, okay. I guess this is not just some random junk thing. So I burnt a shitload of tokens. I threw in a ton of tokens into single-sided liquidity. Never sold any of those tokens. I used $250,000 worth of Solana that built up on the fees, and did buybacks with 100% of it. So I put in, well over 1,000 SOL into buybacks. I gave away 100 SOL to split between 1,000 people on my Twitter. I do daily giveaways with over $100, or whatever of tokens. I plan on just doing that indefinitely forever. Um, Either on my page or on the project page. And then the team that surrounded that we built up, they reached out after the initial launch. They were like, "Hank, what's your plan?" I was like, "I didn't launch this. Didn't really have a plan, but let's do it." So we built up a team. It's, a really good group of people, men and women. We've got like 17, I want to say, on the team. It's just, all of the community came together. Everyone shares good ideas. They listen to the community. They try to interact with the community, and everybody is really coming up with different utilities that we can do together. Some for community engagement, some down the road. I'm building a huge trading platform, and I'm going to give a premium referral ticket, or not ticket, referral link to SafeMoon's community, where all the fees that generate from everybody trading with it will automatically buy back and burn the token, right? So like, instead of just using Jupe or Radium that don't do anything for the token, use my platform. Since I was able to build it, I can do cool shit with it, and we can just automatically integrate a buyback and burn mechanism, or just cool different little stuff. A lot of people are giving different utility to it, and kind of just trying to see what we can do with it. With it not being launched by me or anybody that's on the team, there was a ton of sell pressure in the beginning. It went up, went down. We've absorbed a shitload of it. I still I burned 41% of the supply. I have 7, maybe 6% locked for over the next 6 months. I think more than that, maybe 8%. And then my wallet has another, 3, 4% in it or whatever, that we just use for marketing or whatever. I gave 100% of the tokens that I got to the project. The team asks, to do something, and we all collectively vote if we think it's a smart idea or not. And we use the tokens that I have to either, fund the utility or we haven't sold any tokens in a while. We've only sold, I think, like 90 SOL worth of tokens in general, and all of that has paid for different marketing stuff that we're working on. So, yeah, I mean, the team just works really well together. You have over 50% of the supply that's not being sold on you, mostly burnt. And it won't rug, right? And all the random wallets that got in early and shit are already out, so you don't have to worry about that either.
You know, and please don't take this in any way as criticism, but I do have a question. With all the negativity that has surrounded the name of Safemoon, why do you feel that this is where you want to put your effort? I mean, I get that they sent you tokens, but after everything you've been through with the project and how you've been dragged through the mud, and with everything that's going on right now with the negativity surrounding the Safemoon behind the official page, why do you feel like wouldn't it have been better for you maybe to have just started something else? And again, I'm not criticizing, I'm just kind of wondering your thought process.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't launch it, so I wasn't planning on it being something. But since I tweeted back at them and it blew up and the community formed around it. I mean, the community is a really good group of people. A lot of people are coming back from the woodwork that were part of the other community that I remember. And the team that formed around it are a really good group of people. And they want to see it succeed. If I would have launched it, I would have called it Safer Moon. Um, but or a different name completely together. But it is there with the other Safe Moon out. I think it's more relevant to have it named Safe Moon than not, because if somebody is going to buy something called Safe Moon, I would rather them buy something that I know is not going to rug versus something that sold $1 million on people as soon as it launched, with insider wallets. So, you know, I mean, I know it's not going to rug because I will not rug people because I actively talk to three-letter people who would know. So I would not risk that on something like SafeMoon, especially because I'm doing two massive projects that I've raised millions and millions of dollars for. I would never, put my life, and I've put over $500,000 of my own money into my own stuff. So, I am fully focused on my own stuff. I am a degen after work hours, and that's when I really have time to, sync up with the team and, give my advice or support them in however I can. Um, but, you know, I am working 10, 12 hours on my own big stuff. It's not a large part of my day, but I try to make it, at least 30 minutes, an hour of my day every day so that I can help the team and the guys who have a little bit more time and the girls on the team who have a little bit more time to, try to work on it. And really, um, I think the biggest difference is, you know, this is not my first project that I have helped, given advice to, shown support for, or whatever. I've shown more support on this on my Twitter than a lot of other stuff. I am not despite my following, I am not a KOL. Like I don't shill random crap. Maybe in like my boys' meme chats or whatever, but I don't post random CAs or whatever on my Twitter. The only tokens that you'll see on there are people we've partnered with for my projects or SafeMoon, and specifically the CTO SafeMoon, because this is the team that formed around it. This is their token. This is pretty much all of their own first token that they are on the team with. I want to see them succeed. They're a good group of people. And, I want to make sure that they don't go down the wrong path or become like the old SafeMoon, or have any negative actors. That's why I'm not just randomly sending stuff to one person or whatever. The one person on the team, Flawless, who does have access to somewhat of a marketing wallet, he gave me his ID. He gave me all of his information. I know everything about him. Like, it is, and that's how teams should work. Like, there should not be trust me, bro shit going on in 2025. You should have everybody's information. If somebody, everybody's doxed wallets, not, for their individual buys, I don't give a shit about that. But if you're using company assets or you're using like a project token or you guys are sharing whatever for marketing, you should know who has what and where it goes. So, we know the guys, anybody who has, anything relevant, they're KYC'd. If they do anything fucking stupid, like I said, I talk to three-letter agencies all the time. So that wouldn't be smart, right? So yeah, I mean,
No,
I
thank
will not,
you.
I will not be dumping or rugging anybody. Um, that takes some of the guesswork out of it. So if they have a chance to succeed, I want them to have that chance.
No, and I like that. Thank you. I was just curious, so I definitely do respect that. And we'll talk back channels because I don't know if you know what Interlink is building, but our main goal is to just unite different projects and unite communities and help see everybody grow. So maybe there's something that we can do alongside of with you and the team behind the Safemoon CTO.